As you will know, we've already made that morning video where we predict what's going to happen. Now, I'm not sure where in the line this one is going to come out. It may have already came out that morning video, or it may be about to come out fairly soon. However, we've spoken about the pre-market and the data behind it. This is another great post from I Drink the Hedgies, or I Drink Hedgy rather, who post this. Dear Gary Gainsler, most retail investors don't even have access to the pre-market, yet this happens every morning. Very, very true. It's talking about the pre-market prices that we've been seeing. And either way, whether it's green or red, we see big moves in the pre-market and the post-market. And this oftentimes is a session that most retail investors just do not have access to. And subsequently, to see these big moves, whether it's up or down, I mean, up makes more sense than down, but still, to the downside especially, to see these big moves down, it makes no particular sense. Now, this piece was posted 3 hours ago. Again, from the time of this individual posting, the pre-market has improved a bit, actually. But yeah, we've seen these pre-market sessions being fairly volatile, especially recently in the past 2 or 3 weeks. And my question is to why. I mean, when we go on to look at the pre-market, you'll see what the data says. So coming over here to the pre-market, which was provided to us by MarketWatch, we have the most up-to-date figures, right? So far, we have about an hour and a half, actually 2 hours to go. So 2 hours to go until the market's open. And you'll see, yeah, we do have that gap left because, of course, some time is to go. And I do understand and appreciate that. However, it is very true. Look at this massive dagger downwards, if you will. It's come back up since then. It's coming up even stronger. But really, to see any motion like that downwards, of course, this jump up now looks good, but really it's not, because the push downwards that we had was so significant, we're only just making a recovery from that. And coming back to what the actual figures portray, we're seeing before hours volume so far at about 200k, actually slightly less than that, at 189k to be exact. So you're seeing the relatively low volume, and there's a whole story right now about what we see with the green versus the red. It's something that we've known for a long time, but come out here to the Yahoo Finance, we're going to come out to the 1 month actually, and you're going to see, especially on these days, like we'll pick this one for example. So I'm going to get the pen and highlight it, this day over here if I can. So this one here. We're seeing the volume of this day being relatively low. You're going to see volume in this left corner. So yeah, volume was about 75 million, if it will let me show you around here. So you're going to see volume of 75 million, which is actually fairly low. And again, come out to even the most recent day, we're seeing volume of 68 million. Now, this is more important on these days because we've seen high volume, but the price moves aren't that steep. Even on days like this or this, relatively high volume. We're going to see volume figures over here, which are about 98 million, and for the day ended Friday, that was about 68 million. So you get a picture as to what we're looking at. So it takes a lot of volume on the one day to move us up. It really does. But when it comes to days down, the volume, it's not really as steep at all, is it? And even if you have a look at these big red days, I mean relatively big, some of the biggest in the month actually, days like this to this, you're going to see that big jump. So of course a bit of this was done in the pre-market session, and that is what we see. And this is why I've always said, and I do continue to say, pre-market, be careful for it, because it can be a strong tactic. Think about it realistically. If pre-market drops, that means that as soon as the market's open, the price of your portfolio just jumps off a cliff. And whilst that doesn't really affect apes, on a level it does, because it is just simple psychology. You had X amount of money this minute, and the minute after you have a lot less. And of course it doesn't matter in the eventuality of a MOAS, but I think it is something which they could be trying to do. I always speak about this tactic because I do believe it could be the case. I mean, who actually knows? But like I said, guys, I do like to provide you with a lot of different opinions. This is one of mine, and again, the user does sum it up very well, so massive shout out to the post that we looked at the beginning of the video. I want to hear your thoughts on it down below though, so do drop me a comment. But for now, guys, it's a goodbye, so thank you for watching. Thank you for watching through till the end, but let me tell you about our Discord. So on your screen you will be seeing the N2S Finance Discord. Obviously it is split into multiple sections. Basically at the top we have updates from me and all that kind of good stuff. If you scroll down a bit further, we have the main sections where we focus on cryptos, SPACs and other hot stocks, including penny stocks, even stable growth stocks as well, and we even have a special AMC GME chat. If you scroll down you can see some research and DD from the community. We also have funny memes, and you can see actual contributions from members down here. And again, if you do join us, it is completely free, link is down below. But if you do want to become a Patreon, you will actually get a pink sticker which will be displayed on your name. So your name will come up in pink as mine comes up in red down here, and that will show that you are a Patreon. But other than that, guys, you can join completely for free down below. You do not have to pay anything if you do not want to. Thank you for watching, see you soon.